What's up, guys? Steve, I1 Fitness, and it's back day today. So I'm going to go down and meet up with my buddy Ells, and we're going to tear up that back for you. I will have some footage, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon. Later. Alright, guys. Big back day today with my buddy Ells here. You can see we started off with pull-ups. We varied the grips. We did, it looks like we did close grip early on. I'm pretty sure we moved on out to wide grip after that, and then an inside grip, just to kind of get things going. There's no better way to warm up the lats than to do some pull-ups. I mean, your body weight exercise is some of the best exercise you can do, especially with pull-ups, because if you're 200 plus pounds like we are, you're pulling up 200 plus pounds. So it's a good place to start for your workout, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. So that's what we did here. We worked on pull-ups. Got our way into lat pull downs, and what this was a superset. Ells picked a workout today. I think we did arms the other day, and I picked the arm workout. So I said, hey man, you picked the workout today. And this is what we did. We supersetted wide grip lat pull downs here. We had a moderate weight, just something we could get a good squeeze on. And then we went right over to, we used two handles here. And the objective initially was to get behind the head, but it didn't really offer us the best position for that. So I think it's kind of a mix between a behind the head movement and a little bit of a close grip movement. As you can see here, we're really wide with our hands, and the different grips are going to target a different part of the lat or a different part of the back. So you can definitely feel it in different places, and I think it's important that you mix things up like that. You definitely shouldn't stagnate at any one thing. You should definitely go at multiple angles. It's important to hit all your muscles from all sides. So we supersetted this, no rest in between. We just went from one exercise to the other, and got a good squeeze on our back here. Okay, note here we changed the handle. Now we were using the wide grip long bar. We just wanted to change the handle to get a little bit of a closer grip. It's not quite a close grip, but I like the hands supinated to the inside here. I just think it's a really good hand position. It's comfortable, and it just gives you an alternate grip. We kept the superset the same. We stayed with, actually we went inside grip here. So now we're pulling at a close grip into the chest, and that's going to give you another, it's just giving you another angle. You've got to, like I said, you've got to target all of the back from all different directions. The objective here is to really stretch at the top and squeeze at the bottom, but I've had some soreness in my shoulders lately, so it hasn't really allowed me to reach out as much as I'd like to on some of these movements. I mean, I'd like to stretch a lot further. Ideally, you want to be able to really stretch at the top and really pull it in tight as far as you can go at the bottom. But if you've got some mobility issues or you've got some pain in there, you've got to consider that. So I don't really stretch at the top of some of these movements quite as far as I'd like. Ells is spotting me a little bit here just to get a couple good forced reps to failure. Okay, here we're doing a cable pullover, which is kind of, you're probably familiar with the dumbbell pullover, but this is obviously with the cable with a really wide grip. We went really lightweight starting out here. Nice controlled movements, just a nice squeeze at the bottom. Keep your back as straight as you can. Pull it down as far as you can go to the bottom there, and really engage your lats. It's important to make a mind-muscle connection. When you get to the bottom, make sure you feel the work in the right places. And I usually stop this exercise when my triceps start to take over, because eventually your other muscles, when you get to failure at a certain point, your other muscles are going to start to engage. And when I really start feeling my triceps engage, I know I'm at the end of the line on a particular exercise. And plus, we hit arms the other day really hard. Our triceps were still sore. So they hindered us a little bit today a few times, but that's a good thing. Note how I'm stretching. I'm keeping my arms fairly straight on this, really trying to reach out at the top. Thrusting my hips forward just a little bit at the bottom of the movement. Really trying to get a good squeeze here. Focus on the squeeze. I sped the camera up a little bit here just for time. I mean, this video is outrageously long, and I generally don't like to make a video that's this long, but that's what happened. It was a good workout, and I hated to cut it all up and take all the footage out of it. I wanted you to see what we're doing here so that you can apply this to your workouts. So I didn't really want to cut the video, but I sped up just a couple clips throughout the video. I sped them up to 2 times the speed because you get the idea, and that way you can just kind of see what we're doing, but not be here any longer than we need to be. We added about a plate at a time to this. No big weight on this. Doesn't always require big weight. If you get into too big a weight on this, you're just going to find yourself swinging the weight. And if you start swinging it, you're really going to lose, the effectiveness of the exercise. I mean, you can even see here we're going up in weight, and our form is starting to break down a little bit. And it's one of those exercises that it's important to keep your form. You don't want to start to get out of position too much, because if you do, you're kind of losing what you're actually aiming to target. But you can see Ells here. He's got some, it's getting heavy, and we're doing a few forced reps here spotted. But when your form starts to break down too much like that, just stop. You're at failure at that point anyway. Here we're doing a drop set. We're going to failure, and then we're just dropping the pin 1 click at a time and taking it all the way to failure. It's nice if you have a guy with you sometimes for a spot. It just gives you that extra rep or two that you probably wouldn't have got on your own. It's good to encourage one another to get that extra rep. This is my final drop set here as well. Still trying to maintain good form here. It's a little bit heavy initially, but it's important to try to keep those arms straight and let the bar go up over your head as much as possible. and then pull it straight down as far as you're able to, and really try to squeeze those lats. If you do a superset, or I'm sorry, if you do a drop set here, you don't have to use a lot of weight. Believe me, it's going to start to feel heavy and you're going to get a burn out of it. It's not always about heavy weight. There are exercises that are great with heavy weight. If you can still control the weight, you can still get the reps you want, then by all means go as heavy as you can. But like I said earlier, if you're breaking down on your form, then you really should either consider, probably should consider lightening the weight a little bit. It's not an ego thing. I'm wearing the belt here, if you've noticed, even though it makes me a little bit fat because you know, it kind of pushes everything out, and I'm still cutting weight, so that's the way it is right now. I wear it sometimes because just to keep from tweaking that lower back. You know, I'm a little bit older. I do tend to get a lower back tweak from time to time, and I like wearing a belt. It gives me some comfort. You know, sometimes you might not want to wear it so you can engage your core and work on getting your core involved, but I do like to wear it if I feel, you know, when you're pulling a bar out in front of you like that, you're really putting some stress on your lower back. Here we're doing a giant set. You see, I just showed you there we have 3 different stations basically. We started with the T-bar row, then we moved over to these dumbbell pullovers, which kind of is the same concept of what we were doing, but we're using a dumbbell here, a little bit more weight, supporting the upper back. Really hits the lats and the serratus muscle right on the front side there. A lot of people think they like to use it for a chest movement, but it really doesn't do that much for your chest, in my opinion. I mean, when you get around the top, you can squeeze the chest a little bit, but to me, it's not a chest movement. It's really a back movement, and you really feel it in there. We actually started this giant set with the T-bar row over there, as you can see, but we just started with a single wheel. For a warm-up, I didn't see any sense in putting the single wheel movement up here, because like I said, I'm trying to keep this video short, although I didn't succeed. It's pretty long. So I cut out the first set we did of that. We moved right over to the pullover, and then right over to the upright row here. Ells wanted to do the upright row. It is, I know some of you are going to say, well, that's a shoulder movement. It is a shoulder movement, but there's always multiple things involved here. And when you keep the grip like he has it here, you're really getting some traps in there. So there's nothing wrong with hitting traps on back day. Traps are part of your back. They're really not part of your shoulders. Or you can hit them on both days. I tend to do shrugs sometimes on both days. So a little bit of an upright row here, getting some trap, get a little bit of delta in there. And that's the giant set. As you can see, like I said, I skipped over the first round with the T-bar rows because we were just rowing one plate, and there's really nothing spectacular about rowing one plate. It's just enough to get the blood flowing. Onto these pullovers. Try to get a good stretch on this. Like I said, my triceps are really sore from the previous arm workout, and I really wasn't able to stretch as far as I wanted to because they were so tight when I got to the top of this movement. But as often as possible, you know, obviously without injuring yourself or going too heavy, you want to try to stretch over the top here as far as you can. Bring it. I like to bring it all the way up into a squeeze right there at the top. We didn't add any weight to the pullovers or to the upright rows because we just didn't need to. By the time we got to it, we were already burnt out. I mean, you got to remember, this is a giant set. Now, I sped the camera up a little bit here just for time. This is a giant set, so we're doing 3 exercises in succession without any rest. So you go right from the T-bar right to the dumbbell here, and then right to the upright row. So we really didn't need to add a lot of weight. This was more than enough, trust me. If you do it this way, you will find that by the time you get to the upright rows that you're pretty burnt. You can see the traps working there. We're both trying to work on cutting some weight right now, but we still felt pretty strong in here today. Even here, I've got 2 wheels on. Now this is really no trouble for me. This is one of my favorite movements. 2 wheels is a walk in the park. I go up as many as 4 or more, but you figure that's 135 right there. Basically. The range of motion is kind of, there's only so far you can stretch in that movement. I believe we did 4 rounds of this, so you're basically doing 4 rounds of 3 exercises, so you're basically getting 12 sets total. So believe me, it's exhausting. Your back is the next biggest set of muscles next to your legs, so you really need to work them hard. I like to do high volume. Here we are getting up into 3 wheels, so now we're starting to put some weight on. This is where the work starts to come, and this is what I like. This is what it's all about right here. You want to try to keep that back straight, and you really want to try to squeeze that, get that mind-muscle connection and feel that squeeze at the top. But you don't want to hurt yourself there, so make sure you keep your back straight in alignment. As you can see here, I don't bend quite as far because I'm a little taller, and I'm just not going to, I bend over and do this. I bend my legs at the knees, and I try to keep my back as straight as possible, and it gets into my lats just fine. Now we're getting into 4 wheels just for giggles. We'll throw some big boy weight around. I think we still got 12 or 13 reps with good form, so I've got no complaints. Ells said, "Let me have some of that." Yeah. Alright, now this is the final superset of the workout, and believe me, we were taxed by now. We were both on our, or at least I know I was on my fourth workout of the week in a row. Tomorrow we'll hit legs, so believe me, we were taxed by this point. We're just doing a standing cable row. We're just bending our legs and pulling this basically to our chest here. Nice controlled squeezes, a little bit of a pause at the top of the contraction there, and then we're moving right over here with the rope, and we're just pulling from the lower angle. Let's just get another angle. Might be a little bit of rear delt getting affected here as well, so you can never get enough love to the rear delts. It's easy to work what's in front of your body. It's a whole different thing working what's behind you. You look in the mirror, you're looking at the front side, but you got to focus on the back. See how I get a pause here at the top, nice squeeze and hold. Felt really good. I don't know what this little white thing is over on the corner of the screen. I must have inadvertently put that on there, so just ignore that. Oh man. Good squeeze. All right, guys, that is about it for the workout. My man Ells, look at the focus. Finishing strong. Go all the way every time, all the time. There's no sense in selling yourself short. If you want to make results, you have to dig in. But this is the first time I've ever done a voiceover on this, guys. I thought it would be a way to talk about the workout, and you know, let me know what you think about it. Nice. All right, guys, Steve, I1 Fitness. Just got done killing back with my man Ells. How'd you feel about it?
Man, it was a solid workout. We did a lot of different variations, a lot of supersets. We threw in some good strength training too. So
yeah.
we're gonna be sore tomorrow.
We had a good time. Yeah. We got it in. It's time to go eat. Tomorrow we're going to hit some legs. So look for that footage maybe middle of the week. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Keep driving. All right, back at the house. Epic back workout. Love working out with my boy Ells. The guy gives 110 every single time. He understands what it means to maximize sets and workouts, and I don't think you can ask for a better workout partner than that. In fact, look for a video on that soon. I'm going to do a video on choosing a workout partner and what makes it ideal for you, because you got to have the right person if you're going to work out with somebody, or else you're better off working out by yourself. If you're not on the same page, you're going to get drugged down. So this guy, he's a good guy, and he has a true understanding of what's involved and what it takes to push yourself to the next level. I'm back at the house now, cooking some food. I need some nourishment. Okay, I am exhausted from that. I've got some. I've got a few. I got a whole pan of ground turkey right there that I'm working on right now. That'll make several meals, but that's a good lean protein source. If you're looking for a good lean source, I'll probably put that over rice or something like that, and I'll make several meals out of that. And I've got some pierogies over here just because I need a carb source. We broke it down pretty good in there. I'm starving, so I'm going to get down to this. Hoping to get in there and do legs tomorrow, and hopefully you'll have that footage very soon. But guys, listen, get out there and drive it. Kick ass. Peace.